Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and welcome back one and all to a new season of LEGO Shenanigans in Brick Nottingham. Well, I've had a month off to enjoy the weather over the summer months, but I've been working hard on LEGO still throughout that time. I've still been designing on both LEGO Studio and LDD for future videos, for progress in all your favourite areas that I do. And a new one or two. Ooh. I've also been buying bricks galore for those builds. In fact, if anything, I've been buying much more bricks than usual. Hard to believe, I know. We may have to do double brick hauls each week for quite a while just to get through all those lovely pieces and get them into my greedy little paws. So we've got loads and loads, both from Bricklink, lovely, and a load as well from Lego Bricks and Pieces. Quite a lot there, shiny. So yeah, loads of bulging packages there. And talking of bulging packages, my PO box has been totally full recently as well, with all the donations from my wonderful subscribers flying packages in, and I've got 5 waiting. I've got 1, 2, 3. Golly, they're quite big actually. 4. Try not to hit Big Robin. 5. So yeah, if you saw yours there, it's coming up soon. You'll have to let me know in the comments section whether I should do those packages first. It does seem quite a waste, or a shame rather, to make those generous souls wait any longer than necessary. So yeah, I look forward to that as well. Surprises. I've also had a month of tidying. In fact, that's probably the biggest progress I've made in the last month. I wouldn't say this room is perfect now, but at least you can actually make it from the door to the desk without loads of obstacles of packages, sets to be broken down, abandoned projects, and all sorts of parts that need to be washed, blocking the way. So now I'm kind of up to date and ready to make a new disaster zone in the newly cleared space. Messy. In fact, my build room is probably never actually this tidy. So maybe this is the time for a full room tour? I don't know. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section if that's something you want to see. I'll have to remove a whole load of spoilers for future projects from both the cabinet and, well, all over the place, quite frankly. Yeah, it's not that tidy. But the main new thing that tour would show is actually on this side of the room that you've never really seen before, where I also have 2 glass cabinets. Historically, they've been totally full of my Warhammer collection, which was my previous hobby before LEGO. Lots of painted lead figures for war games. I did kind of more painting than playing there, but I've cleared 2 shelves, or 3 is it? 3 shelves of those miniatures. So we can now use that for expansion into brand new areas for LEGO. Yes, very interesting indeed. So the first one of those I've mentioned many times now, and I've started collecting all the minifigures to make it really interesting, and that is the castle scene. Basically jousting outside the new Lions Knights castle. It's going to be totally medieval. I think that'll be really good fun. Also, I want to get the Arctic scene going as well, or maybe the Antarctic scene, because I want to have penguins. Some people have said I should do polar bears and penguins. I'm not sure if I can do that. I don't know if my mind works that way. But it's not as big as an area as I hoped for that, so maybe that will still go underneath the city instead. But either way, that'll be totally polar. And then a brand new area that I teased before, which needs the most space, and I can now reveal. If I just move all of these packages I've just put here, and try and bring in another great big package, which was bought at great expense, using all of the wonderful donations from my Patreon supporters and my channel members. I think Big Robin's going to have to make way as well. And this is something that I basically bought before the prices went up. Very clever of me indeed, I think you'll agree. But basically, it was inspired by the release of the brilliant Ninjago City Markets and Gardens, not so much the docks. I decided to do a brand new futuristic sort of dystopian Blade Runner-y type area based around these great sets, but outside the city, because I don't really have the room in the city. So a few months back, I bought the most important part of that Can you just see it there? Yes, it is set 70620, the Ninjago City set, the original one from 2017. The OG, the granddaddy, the first one. So that will be the starting point for my new area. And I'm curious as to whether you think we should build this one together. I mean, it must have been built on YouTube videos 1,000 times, but probably not for a while, since it's now, 6 years old. So we could build this together as a bit of a mini-series, or maybe I should just get on with it and start talking about my amendments when I've got it up there. So let me know about that as well in the comments section. Now, of course, we'll also be doing old favourites like the City, Brick Nottingham, which we'll be adding to a surprising amount to make it even more packed and stacked, including doing the back corner right over there, which is the only really undeveloped area yet to go. And I got an absolute load of small base plates at the end of last season, so maybe I should come up with a little scheme that involves them. Also in the city, underneath that same area of the bus station and jazz club and so on, we're going to have a new underground table, which is currently located over here to one side. We're going to use those short legs that I've managed to source from Amazon to support the tables above that are currently reaching the floor. And that is where we're going to have all of our rock monsters, our miners, and probably even a Cyclops army battling it out for supremacy. Totally subterranean. Then other things in the city include finishing off the fairground for once and for all, doing this left-hand side. I've kind of had paralysis of too many ideas and not enough room to do them all, so I'm going to finally get off the pot and decide what I'm going to do. Then loads of other smaller projects, including more operation ceiling, more aircraft, and more space as well, actually. Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking of doing a bit of a space area. But where will that go? We will see. Back on terra firma, I'm going to be doing more train builds for my ever-expanding cargo train or trains. Indeed, I'm going to be doing more monorail builds, and that is going to make better use of the track system that I've got set up. Also, an extension to Brick Nottingham Castle, which has been long requested, and I'm really looking forward to using pieces that were recently sent to the channel. And another thing I'm considering is a new series called something like actually using all the parts that I get sent in, but I think I'll need a catchier title, so you'll have to let me know what you think of that and if you've got a catchier name, which basically will involve me creating loads of little scenes or maybe very sort of small builds throughout the city, just making use of those interesting tiles that I collect, interesting old pieces or whatever it might be. So yeah, so much more coming in the city. And then there's the cabinet. Yes, 20,000 bricks under the sea will continue, and we'll have a lot more progress on 2 more levels below the ones we've done already. Obviously, we've got the surface level up there. This main level with the sand and the bases on, pretty much done. But below here, that I can't even show you because there's just going to be far too many spoilers visible, will be our main wreck level. That will be absolutely caked with coral, and that'll be the brightest and most colourful, I think. And then underneath that will be the Mucho Misterioso level, lit by UV light, lots of neon bricks, and really wacky goings on. So that should be totally beastly, with sea monsters and loads of builds held up with magnets. Cool. And then, last but not least, I was thinking of roping Mrs. Hood in to do another Q&A session, because we haven't done one of those for a while. In fact, some newer channel members won't have seen one at all unless they've gone through the back catalogue. So let me know if you want to have that sooner rather than later as well, also in the comments section. Don't give me your questions yet. I'll send out a post for those that will be specific to that. So phew, I think that's it. Too much, if anything, to get through in one season, but I'm looking forward to all of it. Oh, and we'll also have a super secret police build, which should be totally oppressive. Sorted. Wow, so much to look forward to in the new season. You will have to let me have the feedback that I've asked for all those different matters. What was it? PO box packages. Shall I prioritise those before mine? Shall we do a room tour? That was another one, wasn't it? We'll have to do that soon if we're going to do that at all, because this room's going to get crazy messy, crazy quickly. Do you want to have a series on building the original Ninjago city set? It might be good fun to sort of reminisce a little bit, but maybe it's been done too many times before. I need your suggestions for the title of the series that is going to be actually using all of the interesting parts that I get on my brick calls and stuff and getting them into the city and used. I also need to know whether you want a Q&A sooner rather than later. And as ever, I need all of your wonderful ideas for builds in my city so you can earn a beautiful bedoing. Oh yeah. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And if you want to send something to the channel, like all of those lovely subscribers have, you can to the usual PO Box address. And as for the next video, I think we're going to be doing a haul. Yeah, getting straight on with that on Wednesday. So you'll have to let me know straight away whether you want to do those PO Box ones or some of mine. And then we'll have parts for the first of many builds on Friday. I cannot wait. Whoop whoop. So until all of that, see you. Yeah, so much to do, so little time.